We all know it. One of the most important things when working on your goals are the thoughts that run through your head on a daily basis. Do you have empowering or do you have disempowering thoughts? For years, I myself had the belief that my face, especially my nose and me when I was smiling, was super ugly. And that's why I avoided smiling at all costs. And I also carried myself with very low confidence because I had low confidence and I still have to some degree. I think it's better now, but I still have low confidence. And I also had extreme problems looking people into the eyes during conversations. That's why I want to talk about frames today. And what is a frame? A frame is basically a worldview, or you can imagine an actual frame through which you're looking at the world. So basically a perspective through which you're looking at the world. And you can look at the world or at situations through several frames. So why not choose the one frame or the one perspective that has the most benefits for you and it helps you achieving your goals, because they are empowering thoughts. The thing is, and the problem is that society often programs us or has programmed us with negative frames and with negative worldviews. For example, like not everybody can be a millionaire, sales and selling people is bad, money is evil, being self-employed is risky, and for example, having a YouTube or starting a YouTube channel, if you're living in a cabin and are not just successful yet, is just stupid and is you're making just a fool of yourself. All of these are just negative frames that I could buy into, and that or that also you could buy into, and that you have to watch out that you don't let society program you, because in my opinion we always have to look at our goals, what we want to achieve, and then look at the frames and write our own frames and make our own or shape our own reality with those frames, and repeat the frames that are most beneficial for us. So that's why I want to share the frames that I have and that I read out loud every morning and every night. These are part of my night routine and my morning routine, and I hope they can help you. Maybe you can also use one of these frames. Maybe they help you as well. And I also recommend you reading them out loud, like every morning and every evening. So you repeat them on a daily basis, because otherwise, if you're still hanging out with people that have other thoughts and other programming, this will negatively affect you back and it will drag you down again. And I also experienced this. Whenever I, for example, had like weekdays and not read them, I immediately felt that this affected me negatively. So I will just start reading them out for you. Some of them are in German, so I have to translate some of them. And enjoy. Frame number 1. I'm worthy of respect. That's why I demand this respect from everybody, always. That's a frame I have because I struggle with self-respect, and this helps me to remind myself, okay, that if I want to be respected by other people, I have to demand this respect, or this respect, not disrespect. I think you know what I mean. And to set my boundaries. If I sit down for the next 10 years and just work, I will inevitably reach all of my goals. The time is going to pass anyway. Where do I want to be 1 year from now? Today is a new day, a new chance to work on my dream and to come this dream a little bit closer. Today is a new day. Everything that happened yesterday doesn't exist anymore. Today is a new start. The one that accepts being pushed around will be pushed around. People will always treat you in the most disrespectful way that you let them treat you. I resist the temptation to clear up with easy tasks first. I discipline myself to always start with my biggest frog. I have to look up one word very quick. I always act with power instead of force. This makes me untouchable. When I let go of what I have, I will receive what I need. What would it mean to me if 1 year from now I still wouldn't have no business? I'm just a man. This frame, I'm just a man, is a frame that I have because I don't want to be, for example, if you become more successful, it is easy to not be humble anymore and to think you are the best at everything. And I think this is a dangerous thought that blinds you and that keeps you, or that prevents you from improving further and further. So yeah, that's why I have this frame. I'm just a man. I'm not Superman. I'm not some incredible millionaire or anything. That's what I am. I'm just a man. No matter how successful I will be in the future. The next frame, every YouTube video that I put out is an asset, and every product that I put onto the market is an asset. This frame, especially with the YouTube video, that this is an asset. This is something that I have from another YouTuber called Hamza, and yeah, that's what he said in one of his videos, and this resonated with me. And yeah, it is a frame that motivates me to constantly produce videos. So yeah, I realized this frame helps me, so I wrote it down. So the next frame that I have is also from another YouTuber. What's his name? Ali Abdal. And he said, if you can publish one video every week for the next 2 years, this can basically guarantee that your life will change. So this was also, I immediately realized, okay, this is helpful for me, so I also wrote it down. Next frame, allowing myself to take time off and to do nothing productive is a form of self-love and self-respect for me. This frame is I have because I sometimes struggle with self-hate, and that I only feel valuable and that I lovable if I just be productive 100% of the time. And often I realized that I put extreme pressure onto myself, and yeah, sometimes I experienced that I just couldn't stand up anymore. I couldn't get up out of bed anymore. That was like, it is difficult to describe if you haven't experienced anymore, but there's like just no motivation at all to get out of bed, and I'm just laying there. I'm not even tired. I'm nothing. I just couldn't get up. And as soon as I allowed myself to just do nothing and allowed myself, okay, it's okay to not be productive today, that was the moment where I could stand up and yeah, do something. For example, at breakfast or anything. So yeah, I added this frame recently because I think I need this, and it reminds me that sometimes I just need a break, and it is okay to take a break sometimes. Okay, no matter how bad my day started, as long as it is not over, I can still make it count. And this is also a frame because a useful frame for me, because I have this tendency that if my day doesn't start perfect, and if I, for example, sleep in, or if I couldn't like eat my frog in the morning, so do the most important to do that I had in the morning, and yeah, just fucked up in the morning basically, that for me the day was over. And of course it isn't the case, and yeah, this is why I remind myself every morning that I can still make this day count. If I dedicated the next 10 years to my goals and dreams instead of being lazy and make the right decisions instead of choosing instant gratification, I would have everything I would ever dreamed of. My time will come. My ego puts doubt into my head on a daily basis. I realize that this is just my ego and not reality. I continue my day with absolute belief that my goals and plans will work out. Okay guys, yes, these were my frames, and yeah, they have you maybe realize that they had different purposes. One of them were for like, okay, if I feel down, I allow myself to take a break. Sometimes if they help, sometimes some of those frames help me to push up my belief that I think long term, and that I believe that if I just put in the work for a long enough time that I will make it. I think this is a very useful frame, at least for me, to keep going even though if I don't see results. And yeah, other frames that for example were more about building self-respect and self-worth and self-love, and reminding myself that I'm worthy of respect and worthy of people treating me with respect. Oh yeah, and another thing about frames that I wanted to add is that in my experience, frames, because I'm having I have frames since 2016, I think. and frames change over the years because they don't resonate with you anymore, or your goals change. So yeah, this is my experience, that just frames will change, and yeah, you will sometimes write new frames and add new frames if they would resonate. And one advice that I would give you is that you, if you have your list of frames, for example, I have like 1.5 pages now, that you don't have so many frames, that you have like 3 or 4 pages, because maybe this works for you, but at some points it's like annoying if you have to read like 30 minutes of frames every morning, and it's just more unlikely that you will do it. So yeah, keep it short and quick, your frames, and yeah, then it's easier to be consistent with reading them every morning and every night. Okay, so yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope these frames helped you. Write down your own frames, maybe use my frames if they were helpful. And yeah, but more importantly, let's stop talking and let's build our dream life.